Scholars Forum webinar session. Please let's kindly exercise a little bit of patience as the participants are joining. Thank you.
Hello, Daniel. This is 431. Please, let's commence.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the University Scholars Forum webinar 3.10, 3.10, and today's webinar will be taking into the securing MasterCard Foundation Scholarship, where we'll be learning winning tips and strategies from a scholar, a fellow of the MasterCard Scholarship Foundation. And I'm sure today's webinar will be highly impactful and engaging sessions. Please, as scholars, kindly keep.
Hello, Dayab. I don't know. Is it my network? Because I can't hear you clearly.
Okay, please, can you hear me? Please, can you confirm if I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you can go on.
Am I audible, please?
Yes, you are now.
Yes,
Let's go
Dayab,
Please,
you're
ahead.
audible.
someone
You
should
can go on.
confirm if. Okay,
Dayab, you're
okay, so
audible. You
Yes,
can take
we can hear you,
okay.
Dayab.
As
Please
I'm
go ahead.
saying, okay. Okay, okay. As I'm saying, welcome to the University Scholars Forum webinar 3.10. Today's webinar will be garnered into the Securing the MasterCard Scholarship Foundation, where we'll be learning tips and strategies from a scholar, a fellow of the MasterCard Scholarship Foundation. And I assure you, participants, the USF scholars, that this webinar will be highly impactful, engaging, and the tips will be shared. And I wish everyone will put them into practice. Please follow us a bit by bit to learn more from our able scholar. Thank you very much. Without much waste of our time, I would like to start uh, turning on the agenda, where the agenda will be starting with an opening remark, the review of the last webinar session, then reading of citation, question and answer session, announcement and reflection, then close the remark. So without much waste of our time, I would like to start with the first item of the agenda, which is opening remark from our co-convener in person of Kamaruddin Fahidat. Please, if you are on call, kindly unmute your mic and give us opening remark. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, the Publicity Secretary. Good evening, everyone. You are welcome to webinar session 3.10. To our facilitator also, Sir Emmanuel Adedapo. You are welcome, sir. Thanks for answering our call. Scholars, it's another webinar session today, and we are going to be, as the Publicity Secretary has said, we are going to be having the facilitator take us through securing MasterCard scholarship, MasterCard Foundation scholarship. So since he has been there, he has gone through the process of applying and to the extent of getting selected. So we have his facilitator, his citation read, and you will see that he's actually the one in position to do that for us. And I believe he will do justice to the topic. So scholars, let's get our papers and pen, be ready to take out informations and to be ready to to extract information from him, which will be useful for us one day or the other. One day or the other, we're going to finish this undergraduate level. So let's look forward to that after the graduate school. So the process is supposed to start now. So enjoy your session. You have the floor, sir, the moderator. I think your mic is muted. You are talking, your mic is muted.
Okay, I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. As the convener said, the co-convener said, scholars should get ready, get your biros, your papers ready, shape your brains to gather the necessary informations that will be shared. So thank you very much, the co-convener. The next item of the agenda, which would be carried by media officer 2 of the USF in person of Scholar Zariat Ayode. Please, if you're in position, kindly unmute your mic. Go ahead with the agenda. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, scholars. My name is Zaria Tayade, and I'll be taking the review of the last webinar, which is webinar 3.9, Skill Bridging, Adapting Your Academic Expertise to Thrive in Industry Roles, which was anchored by Engineer Aruna Ahmed. So, is there any scholar who would like to tell us what he or she learned in the last webinar before we move on to this webinar? You can raise your hand and you can type in the chat box. I'll be reading it out. Hello, am I audible? Is there any scholar?
Yes, we can hear you, please.
Okay, is there any scholar willing to share what he or she learned in the last webinar before we move on? Or should I call you guys randomly? If you had your name, just unmute your mic and tell us what you learned in the last webinar. So I'll be calling on Fatima Mohammed Abubakar. Kindly unmute your mic and tell us what you learned in the last webinar, which is webinar 3.9. Fatima Mohammed Abubakar. Okay, scholar Sumaya Shuhaib, can you please unmute your mic and tell us what you learned in the last webinar?
I come out now and I enter inside faculty.
Scholar Sumaya Shuhaib. Okay,
Good evening,
kindly
everyone.
go on. Yeah, good evening.
Okay. From the last week webinar, I learned that aside from the major thing that my major takeaway from last week webinar was that aside from it is very important that we concentrate on our studies, but the world has advanced and we should also seek that advancement, and it is critical to thriving in the present industry. Yes, that is basically what I learned.
Alright, Scholar Sumaya, thank you for sharing your takeaway with us. Is there any other scholar who is willing to share? Scholar Samuel Uluwanifemi, kindly unmute your mic and tell us what you learned in the last webinar. Scholar Samuel Uluwanifemi.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I'm kindly sorry that I was not available last week. I came to the webinar late.
Yeah, late is better than never. Just tell us anything at all.
I was not able to grab anything, but I still learned one or two things that which I cannot remember now.
Yeah, thank you. Moderator, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, the social media officer too, for carrying this agenda. So the next item of the agenda, without much wasting of our time, is reading of citation of our every facilitator, which will be read by the General Secretary of the University Scholars Forum, in person of Scholar Bilkisu Yahaya. Please, if you are in position, kindly read the citation of Scholar Emmanuel. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, moderator. Good evening, everyone. My name is Vicky Suara, the General Secretary of the University Scholars Forum, and I will be reading the citation of our facilitator for today's webinar. Emmanuel Okunlola Adedapo is a MasterCard Foundation Scholar at the University of Edinburgh, UK, and the founder of the Leadership, Entrepreneurship, and Academic Development Lead initiative. His journey exemplifies a deep commitment to personal and communal growth, focusing on empowering individuals through entrepreneurship, innovations, and employability skills. He has made significant contributions to various organizations, including the Association of Northern Women Entrepreneurs, Unite Cisco Networking Academy, and 180-degree Consulting UK. Through these platforms, Emmanuel has played a pivotal role in wealth creation and economic development. Dedicated to academic excellence and community growth, Emmanuel aims to make a positive impact on the youth and communities in his nation, fostering sustainable development. Emmanuel, our facilitator today, is set to walk scholars through the section titled Securing the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship, Winning Tips and Strategies, covering aspects like crafting winning essays and acing the interview session with sample questions for his practical experience. Join me, scholars, to welcome our facilitator for today on the person of Scholar Emmanuel Adedapo. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, the General Secretary. This is a very huge, from the citation rates, we scholars now understand how and why the scholar Emmanuel is now in that position. So it's your turn, sir. Please kindly handle the session. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see your faces. Once again, I feel I'm at home. Most of the individuals here, if not all, are from Osmanafodo University. It's my pleasure to be with you today. I appreciate the organization, the conveyor, Abiodun and Co. And bravo to the work you guys are doing. And I wish you guys the best. I'll be sharing my screen, and then we'll be talking on what I was asked to prepare, which is preparing for MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. I'll try to be vague and open to other aspects of the scholarship, and I believe that you will have one or two to learn and prepare your application. A short background about myself. My name is Emmanuel. I finished my Masters in Innovation and Entrepreneurship at the University of Edinburgh through the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. It was a great journey starting from my NCE to my bachelor's degree that I did on a affiliate program with Ismail. And today, I think I've gotten the MSc also in the bag and a lot of things ahead in academia. The first thing I will tell you is for you to achieve a scholarship it doesn't happen accidentally. You must prepare for it, you must apply for it, and you must appear for it. It is not something you wake up 2 days after NYC, you said yes, I want a scholarship, and it will just happen. It doesn't happen that way. I'm glad most of you are still students. This is the best time to prepare for scholarship. For me, I started preparing for my scholarship immediately I finished my bachelor's degree. Meanwhile, before then, after my NC, I wanted to get a scholarship to travel abroad, and everything I was doing was to prepare me for it. Even though others around me were like, "Oh, you're wasting your time starting an organization, doing volunteering." Yeah, I knew what I wanted. I went online, checked those that achieved it, and I saw some lyrics, I saw some red lines, which I embedded in my lifestyle, in my journey, and that was why when it was time for me to apply, I just applied for 2 scholarships, and I got one, and here am I have completed it. So be intentional about it, and I'm sure that you can achieve it. Yeah, going to my presentation. I'll be talking to you on MasterCard Foundation Scholarship Tips. I'm sure you are seeing my screen. Over the course of the few moments, we'll talk about what the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship is, the eligibility criteria, the key components of application, writing a strong personal statement, demonstrating leadership in your personal statement, the role of community involvement, and why you need to highlight giving back to the community in your personal statement. And recommendation is one of the things that you need to have at the back of your mind. Not going to give that lecturer that you know does not like you, but because it's the HOD, you feel you need his title there. You need someone that can write about you in your recommendation letter, and you can be at advantage. Preparing for interviews, I might share 1 or 2 questions, although the question changes, it varies depending on your field and what you wrote in your personal statement, and common mistakes to avoid. Today, in the era of AI, in the era of copy and paste, in the era of just writing anything, not submitting applications completely. So we'll talk about that and I'll give you a final tip. What is the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship? MasterCard Foundation Scholarship is a program that aims to develop African next leaders, generational leaders. It is a body on its own and has various scholarship programs in different universities. I was a scholar at University of Edinburgh MasterCard Foundation. We have the same thing in Cambridge, we have the same thing in various universities around the world, in Canada, we have in Victoria, in Johannesburg. So they are scattered in various parts of the world. But one similarities among all these universities is these universities are good universities. Edinburgh is the 19th in the whole world. So they go to good universities that can avail you the resources you need to be able to contribute to global development, and you get trained, you get equipped. There are programs from MasterCard, there are programs from the university, and such like. So it is something that is so interesting that everybody should aspire for. The uniqueness of MasterCard Financial Scholarship is, number one, you are trained to participate in national and global development, especially in climate change. So if you are in a course that is related to climate change, or you can write your story and relate to climate change, you have an advantage. And they have partners with universities around the world to offer full scholarship. What full scholarship means is they will take care of you up to the last bit. If you don't have an international passport, it is not a problem. They will take care of it for you. So you just need to prepare yourself, make applications, get selected, and then you go for it. That does not mean you should not go and get international passports if you don't have it. It is only MasterCard Foundation scholarship I know of that takes care of international passports and does not require you to have international passports for you to apply. Actually, what are their targets? Their targets are people that need financial support. So, okay, we are reaching out to those that need financial support, but adventure they don't have international passports, they can get that across. Get your passport, please. I have my passport before I applied. I've renewed my passport multiple times, so you should not say because you are targeting just MasterCard scholarship, you don't go for your national passport. But this is just to tell you how much of support you can have from the MasterCard Foundation scholarship. What are the key components of
Hello,
application?
sir.
Hello?
We can't see your screen. We don't know if you start sharing.
Okay. Did it stop? It stopped or what happened? Sorry. Did you see it at any time?
Yeah, I think you stopped sharing the screen.
Okay.
Yeah,
We saw it earlier, but I think you stopped.
Okay. Let me share again. No worries.
Right.
Okay. Can you see it now? I think you should be able to see it now.
Yes, we can.
Good. So, what are the key components of application? You need to have your academic transcripts. You need to have your academic transcripts. It might be difficult. I understand the stress that you might pass through getting it in Dunfodio, but you just need to get it. The moment you get your certificate, please apply for your transcript because you will need to upload it. What are the tips of getting your passport, your transcript in Dunfodio? They'll tell you to fix a university or fix delivery. The tips to get it is you should know how to, okay, this is a public place, but you should know how to get it, have it at hand. If you want other tips, meet those that have gotten it and they'll tell you how they got it at hand. Personal statement or essay, you'll be asked to fill in some essays, and all these essays does not contribute to your personal statement. What would they ask you? Okay, why do you think you are qualified? What is your interest? What have you done? These are the questions they will ask you for you to like write on, and you'll be graded, you'll be selected for this first stage interview based on your statement. Know that you are competing with, during my time it was 15,000 individuals that applied, over 15,000, and they selected 50 for interview, and only 34 of us were selected for the full scholarship. So you are competing not with 20, 50, 100, you are competing with tens of thousands. In your essay, what you should emphasize is proof of leadership. They want people that have taken initiative. What have you done on your own? Have you led community? Have you built community? These are things they are looking for. And English language proficiency. There are various English language proficiency, IELTS, you need to write that. Also, the university, Federal University gives you letter that certify that your method of teaching was in English language. I encourage you to get that. It can buttress and give you an advantage before you go for professional English language tests like TOEFL and such like. MasterCard scholarship will take care of that for you. They will pay for you. They will guide you in your before and during your tests. Who can apply? These are the basic requirements. You must be a citizen or resident of a sub-Saharan African country. Nigeria is part of it. You must have demonstrated academic excellence. What does that mean? The minimum grade that you need to have to apply is second class upper. If you have second class upper, as of last year, this year, my time, it is second class upper. Those that add second class lower, we know even that you can't proceed to the next stage to fill in the essay. So you must demonstrate academic excellence. What is the reason for this? I tell you, the way they teach in developed countries is different from what we are used to. So you need to have a level of proneness over there for you to compete in this place. So academic excellence is very important. I encourage you to make sure that your goal should be distinction. 4.0, 4.5, let it be your goal. If it is difficult, at least please make sure you get out with a second class upper. Also, this is particular to MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. There are numerous scholarships around the world that does not mind your grade. I have people that have traveled abroad on scholarship and they have second class lower. This is something you should not be afraid of. Peradventure, you'll have a low grade. There are other opportunities out there. But for MasterCard Foundation Scholarship, you need to have second class upper upward for you to be selected or to be qualified to even apply for it. Next is be committed to giving back to your community. They want to grow people that will go back home and impact and build communities and ensure development in the country where they are coming from. And you should meet the specific university admission requirement. This varies for different programs. Some programs want you to have background in specific field, while some are interdisciplinary, so you can come from anywhere and then you fix it. My program was interdisciplinary. I finished with biology, education, and Dumfodio, and I came here and studied entrepreneurship and innovation. How do I do it? That is going to answer the second point here. I've demonstrated academic excellence. There are 3 rubrics that I tell people that want to go for scholarship that you need to have. Number 1 is academic excellence. At least you're a class upper. You have a distinction. Wow, good for you. You are best position to get a scholarship. Number 2 is research experience. Have you participated in research? Have you volunteered in role research assistants with professors, with lecturers, with research organization? Developed countries are research driven. If you have experience in research, that is good for you. Number 3 is community development, community participation. These 3 things are what I have realized that I see among scholars that get scholarship. But you must not have a 3. You must have minimum 2 over 3. You have a good academic results, you have experience in research, and you don't participate in community, you don't volunteer. These 2 things can give you scholarship. You have a good academic results, distinction, first class, second class upper, and you volunteer a lot, you have taken initiative, you have a super community development initiative participation story to tell. You have not done any research before, you don't even, in fact, you went to a school where you don't even go to the lab or research at all. These 2 things can give you scholarship. It was these 2 things that gave me scholarship. I never had research. I had passion during my NCE, but at the degree level, I never had the system to build on it. So, but I focused on community development. Most of you must have known me, lead my organization. Yearly, I was fully involved. Annually, I was fully involved. Some activities in the state government, I was fully involved. So these 2 things was what I was able to write my story on, and here am I today. So please, these 3 things, sit down, know the 2 you want to focus on, and build on it. If you want to build on research, move close to your professors, participate in research. I don't mean writing essays on ResearchGate, because I see most people doing that. That is the wrong approach. Just go write something and you think that is good, but start from there, but don't remain there. Move along with professors, go to the lab, participate in real research or development, not article writing. Nothing wrong with writing article, but don't stop at that point. Go up higher. What does a good personal statement entails? It is writing your story, write your challenges. My grandfather died before I was born, and I never had money to go to school. I did. Write your story, that when the reader reads it, the reader will be enthusiastic and like, wow, this person is worthy of a scholarship. Highlight your challenges and how you solved it. For me, the challenges I wrote that during my NC, I sold books to be able to get money to like balance up what I was getting from home. Write it. Don't cook a story, but learn to write your story to highlight your challenges. Number 2, if your focus is on community and leadership, write on it very well. If your focus is on research, build on it. Academic excellence is not what you should build on, because that is a rudiment. Build on either research or leadership and community. For me, I built on leadership and community, and I can talk to you about that for hours without repeating a sentence. Explain why the scholarship is important to you. This is where they want to see that you can give back. I want to achieve a scholarship. What do you want to do with it? Or you want to make it an escape route to Japa? No. If that's your plan, I don't know if you'll be successful. Good for you if you are. But you should be able to write why it is important. It will help you build skill, help you impact. Read the statements of purpose templates online. See how they channel their story on importance. Borrow some ideas there and write a story on why it is important for you. Writing the importance is connecting your goals and values for MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. The goal, every university have their goal. For University of Edinburgh, they want to build climate leaders. Channel your stories to climate. You are studying biology, write a story on biology. You are applying for Africa and regional development, channel your story to climate. You are applying for innovation and entrepreneurship, channel your story to climate change. That means, yes, you understand what it means. So know the center, the focus of a specific program, and write your story to tailor around it. Be genuine and reflective. When you read a fake story, you would know. When you read something that is not real, I want to achieve a scholarship so that I can contest for governor of, no, doesn't work that way. Read, let it be genuine and reflective. Let it tailor where you are coming from, where you are, and where you want to be. Let it be in that sequence, and that will be good. Basic tips for your application is to demonstrate leadership. How do you demonstrate leadership? Provide example of leadership role in your school, community, or work. As a student of Modern Fodio, I led university scholars forum. We organized webinar. I wrote all this in my application. In Yali, I organized webinars during the pandemic. I wrote that down. Write it that we have taken initiative and led and took leadership roles. Show that you have made positive impact with numbers. I was able to reach 1,000 people, 1,000 subscribed, 500 attended, 20 came back and said they appreciated it and did A, B, C, D. Show evidence. Don't just come and write. Anybody can write a story. Show evidence of what you have done. Focus on teamwork, problem solving, and decision making abilities. That you are able to work with others. Nobody's an island. I work with a team of people. We did this. We were able to solve this problem. I took this decision. These are some tips that will make your application distinct. Community involvement and giving back is very important, because somebody gave money to take care of this scholarship. You are getting this scholarship. You should be willing to pass the button. The knowledge you have gained, how do you want to extend it? The little opportunities you had, have you used it to help others? If you have not, you are not really positioned for scholarship. Scholarship is to make you cheerful, be able to give back to the community. Mention volunteering work you have done. I want to encourage you. One challenge that I faced in Sokoto with most of us is people are not willing to volunteer. When you call something, the first thing they will ask is, no one's ham. Is that if they will not get anything from it, they don't participate. But those of us that did it, that gave our time and resources free of charge, went extra mile. It's good for us. We are in better places. Those that were looking for 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, that choose to carry play card for 500 naira, they are still there looking for 500 naira. So be willing to volunteer. Volunteer for free. It's not everything that you get money from. There are some things that you will meet people that will connect you to where you will get not just money but system of wealth. Emphasize your long-term goal for Africa. We all know the state of Africa. Africa is not what we dream of. What do you want to do to make it a place where dreams can thrive? get a strong by the time you apply, at some point you will have to submit a recommendation letter. I want you to suggest someone that knows you personally. When I was to submit my recommendation letter, I checked all of my lecturers and I realized the ones that can do what I want, that can write something good for me, they are busy. And I was not willing to take a risk. What I did, I used professional reference instead of academic reference. Provide them with clear instructions and your CV, because they hold a pencil and they are able to draw the direction of your life. Send your CV to them. What you sent for application. Send your personal statement to them so that they can write and tailor it, try to look similar. It's just like a confirmation of what you have said in your story. So when choosing your referee, very important. Request recommendations well in advance of deadline. How do you achieve this? Build relationship. That's your lecturer that you think is the one that will reference you next year. Start greeting him from now. Start sending him start buy him 200 recharge card and give him. You're a student, he will say thank you, you understand. Visit him, buy him a crate of egg. I say, egg is expensive, isn't it? Okay. Can you afford egg now? You can. I want to hear a reply. How much is egg now? A crate of egg. Can someone of you can tell me?
Yeah, about I think 500.
4,500, 4,500.
Yes, that person that you are hoping to reference you for your application, when it's salary time, buy him one crate of egg. Give it to him now. I tell you, when you tell him to write reference for you, he will be smiling and writing it. But the person you don't greet, the one you come late to his lectures, the one that you corrected publicly in class, and you say you should help you and write reference. Kai, if he even writes for you, I'm sure. So, except maybe he's a good person like you. Also, when speaking to your referee, tell them what you are doing. I'm organizing this. They should be aware of your progress, potential, and community involvement. I trust you guys that you're gonna get interviews, not just using only these tips, but other tips you have had from previous speakers and from experience. When you are preparing for interview, read your personal statements and essays. Maybe MasterCard, traveling, Commonwealth, Qatar, FCS scholarship. Read your personal statements before you go for the interview, because they want to confirm most of those things you have said. If in your personal statement you talk about volunteering, and during interview you are talking about driving people free of charge, you talk about volunteering with youth, and in your interview you are talking about driving old people to hospital, it will look like, okay, is it that you are doing so much or you are fabricating stories? So why would you stress them to know if you are truthful? Just repeat the same thing you said in your personal statement. Research the scholarship and its goals so that you can be talking in that direction. Common interview questions. Go online and look for interview questions. Do rehearsal. Before my interview, I did rehearsal with almost two different individuals, one person one time and that person multiple times. I was doing rehearsal. I was recording myself. I'll record myself and speak. And when you are speaking interview, be confident. Speak loud. Don't speak the way I'm speaking now. Speak with confidence. Speak loud. I was happy during my interview that there was network and I was permitted to turn off my video. So I was shouting to the phone about your experience and future plan, and showcase your passion for leadership and community impact, because they want to see this in you. What are the common mistakes that people make? Submitting incomplete application. You are not competing with 10 or 100 persons, you are competing with tens of thousands. Not following instruction, simple instruction. Use second person singular. You are using first person. You are mixing. No, follow instruction. Providing vague and general answers. General answers. Your there are systems to answer questions that you can use the STAR method: situation, task, action, and results. Answer your questions clearly. Lack of connections between your goals and the scholarship. You can see the last point. Can everybody say the last point together? One, two, go. Okay, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Now the last point. This. Can we say it together? One, two, go. Again.
The use of AI.
The use of AI.
AI.
The use of
Yes,
AI.
thank you. Somebody sent me an application to review. That was last year, and when he sent it to me, I looked at it. He's a friend. And I was like, I was a friend here in the program, and when I saw it, I paused and I said, "This is AI." There are sites today that if somebody generates an essay with AI, they can check and they will see that this is AI. They ask you an essay and you go to AI and you copy and paste. No, you are deceiving yourself. For big scholarship like MasterCard scholarship, it passed through about 4 individuals will read it and grade you. Those are selected. There are a lot of series of tests. If I am to mark an essay, I receive it, I read the first sentence, second sentence, and my instinct tells me it's AI. I will go to AI sites. I have premium subscription to some softwares that will tell me if it is AI. If it is AI, I will just comment AI generated. Whoosh, it has gone. So avoid the use of AI. Final tips: start your application early. MasterCard have closed for this year. The scholars just came in last week. If you want to apply next year, from now start writing your essay. Go online and check the questions they asked last upper year. Cook your story. Get it ready. I know someone that were together in Sokoto yearly. He has prepared his essay. He's waiting for them to open application for them to apply. By the time he wants to apply, he will still have one or two to add. It's not that you are applying for application. It can work. I know someone that got scholarship and he was telling me that he submitted his essay immediately. That he was like, it was a reminder that he sent and he just wrote and he got it. He's super intelligent. I know him. I know him so well. So adequate preparation prevents poor performance. Proofread your essays and documents carefully. Check, don't use was where you should use is. Write, make sure your essays are nice. Authentication in your storytelling. Let your story be genuine. Don't exaggerate. Don't look for pity face. Not everybody is being moved by pity. And highlight your potential. If you watch through my slide, one thing I've emphasized is leadership and community development. For MasterCard Foundation Scholarship, they place priority on leadership and community development. I know that you can achieve it. Always remember that you are different. Your story is different and your path is unique. Scholarship is a path. MasterCard Foundation Scholarship is a path. University of Edinburgh is a path. Your story can fit in. You are different and you can achieve it. Thank you. Good luck, and I'll be available to assist and support you over your academic and your career journey.
Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful presentation. We highly gain a lot. Thank you for sharing the wealth of knowledge with us. Thank you, sir. So we are moving into the question and answer session, and this session will be facilitated by our social media officer one, in person of scholar Abdurashid Akere. Please, if you are involved, kindly kindly unmute your mic and go ahead. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Please, the moderator, am I audible, please?
Yes, sir, you are.
The moderator, please confirm if I'm audible. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Well done. Our facilitator, thank you very much, Scholar Emmanuel, for the insightful presentation. You have carried us along and you have solved the strategies and the way forward. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very sure that our scholars will have questions for you. If you know you have questions, you can just raise your hand so that we can call you. So, facilitators, sir, please, you can just be noting their questions down and we will answer accordingly. So, the first person that will be calling is our scholar Murtala Aliyu. So, Scholar Murtala Aliyu, kindly unmute yourself and ask your question. Scholar Murtala Aliyu, you are raising your hand, Scholar Murtala Aliyu. Okay. You can also drop your questions in the chat box so as not to waste much time. Scholar Musa Maruf, please unmute yourself and ask your question. I can see your hands up.
Yes.
Please
Good
ask your
afternoon.
question. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You are audible.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation, sir. I so much enjoyed it, and I pray that Almighty Allah will reward you abundantly for this work. So my questions go this way. I have two things to ask actually. So the first one is like in our statement, personal statement. How long? How many words? Or yes, let me use the word. Like how many words? How long can it be? Can it take up to maybe 2 pages, 3 pages? So I want to know. Then the second question is this personal statement, is there up CV? There are some scholarship that have a template for CV. Is there any template for CV regarding this MasterCard scholarship? So I would like to know that also. So that is my question.
Thank you very much, Scholar Maruf, for that question. Our facilitator is going to answer you later. Scholar Rabilu, do you have a question or you want to chip in something? The moderator, I can see your hand up.
Okay, yeah, okay, sir. I have a question, sir. Okay,
Okay,
sir.
you can go ahead. Then I'll call on
Okay, thank, okay, thank you very much. My question is sir, the issue of transcripts. So, uh, I want to know the time, like the time for the submission of transcript. Do someone need to get the transcript before submitting application for the scholarship, or is after, or maybe during the interview, or after somebody get the admission into the university, then he submit the transcript? Thank you, sir.
That's a very beautiful one, the moderator. Your question is noted. So, Scholar Olaniyan, please go ahead with your question. Scholar Olaniyan Sodi. So, others can drop their question in the
Hello,
chat
sir. Can
box.
you hear me, please?
Scholar, yes, you are
Hello, sir.
audible. You can go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, when you are explaining the statement of purpose that we need to write something that is very real and we can submit the evidence of those things to make it very real, would there be a separate side to submit all those evidence, or how can we submit those evidence to support what we're actually saying? That's my question. And another thing is in regarding to our transcript. There are many issues in regarding to transcripts in getting it in Usman for the university. And you, as a person that you have almost seen things around the world, writing to the school or giving the school advice about this will help a lot. There are some people that they have been moving it with the school to let the transcripts to be getting online. And if that can be possible, I think it will be very convenient. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Scholar Rania, for that question. I think your question is noted. Scholar Ogumuyiwa Adenike, your hand is up. You can unmute yourself and ask your question so we can proceed with answer. Scholar Ogumuyiwa Adenike, are you there? Scholar Ogumuyiwa Adenike, are you there? I guess she's not on the call.
Hello,
Scholar,
Akere, can you hear me?
Convener, sir, I can hear you, sir.
Please allow the facilitator to answer the questions while other questions keeps coming. Thank you.
All right, Convener, sir. That's it. Others can drop their question in the chat box while the facilitator go ahead with responses to the questions.
Okay,
Scholar Emmanuel, you have the floor, sir.
thank you, Brother Rashid. I have like 5 questions here. And I'll be answering them. Personal statement. Somebody asked regarding the word counts. For every scholarship, they will give you the amount of word counts expected of you. It can go as low as 300 up to 800 words, and some goes up to 1,500. For MasterCard, you are writing essays, and every essay question has the maximum and minimum amount of words that is expected of you. So there is word counts. You'll be given the word counts per application. It varies. Sometimes they increase the questions, they reduce the questions, they increase the word count, but follow the instruction. CV templates. Yeah, I understand that various scholarship have CV templates. Some have necessary things that we write in our CVs that you don't need to apply for MasterCard. So for CV samples, do. So when you write student of University, what did you do? Chairman, SUG, volunteered for this program. I led a protest. Don't write that. It's not a good thing. So you should just write all what you did under each one. That what was see in your CV. Your CV is the image of you in black and white. Transcripts. For MasterCard Foreign Scholarship, you upload your transcript at the point of application. You upload your transcript at the point of application. That will lead me to the next question. I talked about the university. I understand it's difficult to get university to get your transcripts in Donfodio. For me, I have a good rapport. Okay, during my hustle of my certificates, because I did an affiliated program, so I got my transcript from my other school, not from Donfodio. But I had to get my certificate from Donfodio. Over the period, I passed through the stress almost 5, 6, 7 months before I got my certificates. It also hindered my NYC, but that was good because all things work together for good. So the challenges there, getting your transcripts, there are two things. Most times you start late. Make early application. That is number one. Number two is you'll be asked to send to a school. I don't have a school to send to. What do you do? If I may ask, is this recorded? Abiodo?
Yes, sir, it's been recorded.
Okay. So it's recorded. I won't give you the tips, the key tips, but the basic thing is you should be able to know how to get your transcripts. Make early applications. If you don't have universities to submit to, meet Abiodun, he will tell you how to get it. Did you get it? Yeah. The next one, and meet me, message me privately. We'll tell you how to get it. Then the next one is to write and I have a good rapport with Malam Bodinga, which is the exam officer, and he's really trying his best to make sure everything goes well. If you make early application and you do follow up, the offices, I know those that are there, Anas and Co, always do follow up. At least when you go on Monday, go on Friday. With that, they will know you are serious. Donfodio is big. They are dealing not only with you people, they are dealing with affiliated programs. So you should be able to follow up adequately, and move close to your exam officer, your departmental exam officer. He has, in fact, that is where more of the work is, because when you apply to the exam and record, they would send your file to your department. Most times the delay comes from there. My delay came from the department. So you should be able to build good rapport with your exam officers and follow up with them also. Speaking to the school to make it lenient is good. I am close to the exam officer, but for the sake of integrity of the school, there are some things that they won't do. They won't give it to you. It has to go to a university by official mail, or it goes through posting. More so, even when you upload your certificates, I want to tell you that the person you upload to, after you are selected, they write to the university to confirm it. I worked with an agency in Nigeria where this is what they do. They confirm certificates. They will send an email to the university to confirm, or what they do, they will get agents like us that we where I work just for a few moments, just side hustle. We go to the university and confirm certificates. That's where you hear of fake certificates and such like. So even when you upload, those universities confirm what you have uploaded. So write your compelling essay. You're not uploading anything, but the evidence that you should give when writing your essay is facts. I was able to reach X number of people. I organized webinar consistently for X amount of months. That is the evidence, not just speaking English and such like. So I've answered the 5 questions that I noted down. So we can accept more questions. Okay, let me check the chat if I can see
Thank you
anyone
very
here.
much, sir. Let me just read the questions out from the chat box. There's
Okay.
one question there. The scholar that asked, the scholar Zakaria Taufik, he said, can lecturer from another department in which he taught me during my undergraduate write reference letter for me? I think scholar Zakaria, maybe he borrowed course from other departments, so that's why he's asking. So that's the only question there, sir.
Yes, the
For
goal
now.
of reference is to get the picture of you from an authority, someone that has worked with you, someone that have taught you. They want to hear their perspective about you. So when such person that taught you, even though it's one course, can be a referee for you, but you should be able to communicate with that person to not just limit the reference to just that aspect. I was applying for something and I needed a reference. The reference I got, the person sent it to me to upload. I never liked it. I had to call somebody else to write again. So you should make sure the person will not be myopic in his writing. Does the person know the progress you are making? Does the person know the activities you are doing and such like? These are some things you need to look at when looking for or getting someone to write you a reference letter. And most times you won't see it. They will just send directly to the school or the receiving organization. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. That's a very beautiful one. Let's take one more question, and that will be from scholar Fatima Muhammad Abubakar. Scholar Fatima, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right, so my question is, among all the universities in Europe, why did you settle for that one? How do I know which university I should apply to? Thank you.
This is a difficult question. But the plain reason why I am here is because of MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. I never knew about University of Edinburgh. I knew Oxford, I knew Cambridge, they are big universities. Edinburgh is big, it's number 5 or thereabouts in the UK. But I never knew it. Usually we just know the first, second, and maybe third. But because of the scholarship, I saw the opportunity there. I knew that I was qualified and I applied. So you can have specific interests in specific schools for specific reasons. But for the scholarship, full scholarship in Edinburgh for me was something good, and I went for it.
Thank you very much, sir. That's all
I
for
think
the first
there are
session.
two more raising their hands. Scholar Akere, please can we
Yes,
attend to
I've
them?
called them already, but they were not responding. I think they just mistakenly raised their hands. So you you have the floor, the moderator. Thank you very much, the facilitator, and we pray God bless you.
Okay, thank you very much, the moderator and Scholar Akere for handling this session, and thank you, the facilitator, for your kind responses. Thank you. We are very, very grateful, sir. So the next item of the agenda is announcement and reflection. I would like to call on the convener to please handle this session. Thank you.
All right, before we move to the announcement phase, I think I would like to recognize the presence of our immediate past convener, the person of Scholar Abdul Ghani Abdurrahman Akambi. You are welcome, sir. And I saw you raise up your hand. So if you have maybe any comments to make, please kindly go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, scholars. The convener, can you please confirm if you can hear me very well, please?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I raised up my hands because I want to comment on the personality of the facilitator. But before then, so I would like to recognize the presence. I don't know if he's still available, the presence of my boss. So the pioneer co-convener of the forum, in person of scholar Sulaiman Abdullah Hafiz Olawale. I can see he was here maybe a couple of minutes ago. I don't know if he's still here. So it will be good if you can start the introduction from him. Yeah. And I see there are other pioneer executive members here. I can see our pioneer convener and the lead visioner of the forum. It would have been good if all these people are appreciated and acknowledged before you call me. That's good. But as for my own contribution, actually, I had wanted to speak when the facilitator was talking regarding volunteerism or volunteerism. Yeah. So I know the facilitator to be let me say, a volunteered person. I could remember I was shortlisted for, I think, a mentorship program initiated by him. Something, is it lead cohort two also? So, and it was something related about media, and we had a nice experience with him that time, though I couldn't participated so excellently in the program. But those that participated, I know the impact of the program on them. So this is just to lend my voice to his call that volunteerism and leadership positions are one of the areas scholarship applications so require, and especially in our CV and maybe in composing or forming our essays and statements. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir, Scholar Akambi. Well, it was when you started speaking that I admitted the Pioneer Convener to the call. So, Pioneer Convener, sir, you are highly welcome. And I would like to welcome you if you have a thing or two to say to scholars. Please, let's hear you, sir. Thank you. Scholar Muhammad Adeyemi, you have the floor, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I think did he made mention that yes, I actually have some information, very vital information to pass. Thank you. Well done, everyone. Well, I think he said maybe the pioneer convener want to make some comments, so it will be good if he can do that. If not, then I can go ahead. Am I is that correct? Is he still here?
I couldn't find him. I tried searching, but I don't think he's on call at the moment.
Yeah, if he's on call, then he should be able to respond. If not, we can further.
No, he's not on call, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible enough?
Yes, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Good evening. Thanks to our facilitator Personally, I commend his time and then the knowledge that he passed through us. Actually, I don't have much to say. Personally, I've gained a lot from the webinar, and let me just say we should continue doing the good work. So, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Thanks for the admonition. So, the Pawanya Convener, you have the floor, sir. Hello, Scholar Muhammad, can you hear me?
Yes, please. A minute.
All right. Okay, while he prepares to address us, I think we can go on with the other session. So, scholars, if you have maybe anything you gained from this session from Scholar Emmanuel Adedapo's presentation, any reflection, the positive side that you learned, what you know, maybe you have something you have in mind before that, and now you have unlearned, you have relearned. Please indicate by raising your hand so we can call on you to tell us in one or two sentences what you've learned. In a few sentences, rather, what you've learned during this session. Thank you.
And again, please, no scholar should leave the meeting as an important announcement will be delivered by the pioneer convener. Please, no one should leave the meeting.
Okay, all right. The pioneer convener, since there is no reflection at the moment, so you have the floor, sir.
Yes, good to see let me check. Yeah, I also join others, to thank Mr. Emmanuel Adedapo for his time, his knowledge, and resourcefulness. Thank you for sharing your insight. And I think it has really energized, the team and all the University Scholars Forum members. Your story is inspiring, and I think they'll take a leap of faith, from that as well. I just want to yeah, I want to thank you for your time and for your good presentation that you present. I think I will watch the recording at the earliest convenience, God's willing. But it should be a good resource. I am quite correlate for that. Yeah, good to see my elder brother, Scholar Sulaiman Lafiz Olawale, the pioneer co-convener, the immediate past convener as well, Scholar Abdul Abdurrahman Akavi, and the team and all members. I used to tell people that there's nothing like USM without the members. You understand? No, there's no leadership without followers. So it is the members, that give birth, to the executive board. And now the colloquium is upon us. I think your preparation should be next week. Please and please, don't go late to the colloquium. Number two is that these are very, soft measures, instructions. Please follow the guidelines, the already established guidelines that the team are going to give you. Please don't go to the colloquium to go and cause trouble. It has never happened, And why will gathering of scholars, you understand, bring about trouble? I have confidence in each and every one of you. I believe that you will do well, but these are just necessary, advices that needs to be given. Another thing I also want to inform you is that particularly the empowered fellows, the empowered program fellows, I think some of you did not submit your documentation, and that's will be, whatever result, most especially negative, indicator that comes out of that, I think you should blame no one, because there was a particular, we have 100 fellows. I think after the eviction, I got reports that 99 are still active USF members. And a form in relation to, colloquium preparation was recently sent to you to fill and all of that. I think about 3/4, yeah, agree with that. Please and please kindly ensure that you submit your details as an empowered fellow, because that will help in logistics and effective planning and preparation for the colloquium. Again, the colloquium this time will come at the will be hosted at the university auditorium, and I'm not quite sure if the convener has actually made this announcement, but I actually want you to know that the colloquium is free for the public, for each and everybody across all faculties, all levels, any class of degree, whether Usman Afford University Sokoto or not Usman Afford University. So preach the gospel about the third university colloquium. Bring your friends along. No, money is not a barrier. You understand? I also understand the economic crisis or the economic meltdown that we found ourselves, in the country. But then attendance, and participation, particularly full participation at the colloquium, this time around is free, you know. But then don't get this wrong. Those that make payments, they will enjoy some privileges. Those that are empowered program fellows, obviously they will, what do you call it, enjoy some privileges as well. So come with your food flask, your bottles of water, money to buy drinks for yourself, maybe donating drinks and all of that. You understand? Yeah. So you can come with whatever you have, share love and all of that. Meet people, talk to each other. Let the camaraderie continue. Okay. Um, for those that what do you call it, empowered fellows, your detailed attention during the colloquium is necessary. Please and please, once you enter the auditorium, please and please, before you even enter, use the restroom before you come. You understand? So that you don't get to the auditorium and be finding toilet here and there or standing. Please, because this will be a recorded session, that will be monitored. People will join from Saudi Arabia, from which other parts of the continent are we expecting people? I think somebody in the US, you understand? Yes, in Europe as well, and all of that. Please, for goodness sake, Nigeria is known for excellence. Don't split the banner. Okay, and let me say this: to hand over to our children a banner without stain. I don't know if some of you actually know the new national anthem, but then don't stain the white in the green, white, green. You understand? So don't let the banner of Nigeria get stained on that day. Please and please. And I hope, please, don't fight with anybody. If you are part of the volunteering team, you understand. Do your job, do your work. Be at the place that they said you should be. If you are part of the technical team, be at your stable. If you are part of the welfare team, and I got I got the report that was it not 15 persons applied to be no, I think like is it 16% showed interest, to become like to volunteer for the colloquium, and you have maybe only one person interested in the technical team. The remaining 15 are interested in the welfare team. I understand. Well, it's fine, but but the team will, amend that accordingly. So everybody cannot, yes, the welfare of everybody is important, but everybody cannot keep, putting eyes on everyone. So the team, the leadership of the convener, you understand, they will maybe group you maybe the technical team will be 4 people that are good with that. The what do you call it? I think technical team should not be more than 4 in my opinion, because I don't know what they want to be doing. Just maybe 2 persons dedicated, to the system from the beginning to the end. And maybe they can take breaks, from each other, or they want to do some things. Please don't cause any interruption, and get value for yourself, not just attending colloquium because of attendance sake. Gain knowledge, and after that, be it for your exams. After your exams, fired up your applications and be ready to go. So please and please do whatever you can, do everything you can to ensure that nothing affects your academic grade. And I wish you all a great what do you call it, colloquium as you go into the arena. Please and please, the knowledge is very important, and it is only useful knowledge, you understand, that is applicable or that you apply that will manifest. See, there are a lot of troubles in Nigeria already. We met it in our, like, it is not something that happened when I was born or when those that. This is transgenerational, problems, issues. And the first way that I think, in my own best opinion, to get out of this is what? Let's the masses get educated. Unfortunately, we think, yeah, we have a population in Nigeria and all of that, this and that. But then, what is the percentage of people that are even, number one, that are not ignorant? Number 2, that are illiterate. One is to be ignorant and be an illiterate. Number 2 is to not be ignorant, but still be an illiterate. And again, what is the literacy level in the country? I think my country, like the country that I am right now, virtually, I'm sorry to ask, but I think we have 99% literacy rate. Yeah. 99. I'm asking my senior sister here. We have 99% literacy rate. You understand? I mean, having university education, university degree. Look at Nigeria. What is the literacy? Do we even trust the data that we have in the country? Are they even? Ask the federal government. Simple. I think I was having a conversation with a professor recently, and I told him, I said that he's a Nigerian professor anyway. You know him very well, Professor Jimanza, of sociology. I said, tell the Nigerian government, you understand, to say that, okay, this should be one of the simplest data to get or to appropriate in Nigeria. Okay, let us find this and that. Okay, bring Nigeria, produce what? The record of numbers of professors that you have in your universities in Nigeria. Do we have that figure till today? And don't forget, these people are on government payroll every month. Nigeria, all the universities in Nigeria, plus the private universities, are not up to 250. I am confident they are, if they are more than 250, I'm confident they are not up to 300. In the US, they have more than 3,000 universities in the United States of America. 3,000 universities. And they can present you record numbers of professors here and there. You understand? Look at Nigeria, both private and public. Why? And it also has to do with the trust. Please and please, if we complain about our leaders, this and that, this as young people, as young leaders, as scholars, everything, please follow the rules and regulations that will be established by the leadership of the team led by Scholar Bulvasi. Give them the maximum support, that they deserve, and let's, share love with one another. I don't know if there is anything, but then I think they will give you some procedures to go about the colloquium. It is in their hands to do justice to that. Ours is to wish each and every one of you well, and please be safe as well. You understand? I wish you a great solution ahead. If there's any question regarding what I have said, I am happy to answer. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. So, in case anyone asks any question to ask our pioneer convener, please kindly signify by raising your hand. Then you get called to ask your question. That should be done within 15 to 20 seconds. Okay, Scholar Abdurrashid Akere, you can go ahead.
Uh, Good evening, everyone. I don't know if I should say good evening, panel convener. I don't
Go
know
ahead.
the.
Good evening.
Thank you, sir. My question is just that. But firstly, I will congratulate you. You know, we have not spoken over the
You're a
time.
big man now, so
So
no worries.
we wish you all the best in your endeavor, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my question is just that. During the last colloquium, there was a gift, a surprise gift, and from you to every attendees. So I
Okay.
don't know this year whether you have short plan for us too for this year's colloquium, and so that we can tell our member if you are missing this, you are missing it forever. So thank you, sir.
But even you see, okay, thank you very much for the wonderful question. Number one, my life. Ask people that have worked with me. I don't like enticing people. I don't even know how to entice someone. You understand? And I am real and a very pragmatic person. So those that attended the second colloquium knew that. Did I promise anything? Like, did I promise before the colloquium that I will send a gift? I think it was on that day that I announced that there will be a special gift after, so I don't. And in fact, as a matter of fact, if not that you asked me, I am not even like I don't even have any gift to give anybody this time around. Let me tell you the reason why. And I'm going to ask you, Abroshi Dakiri, on your mic, because I want you to answer me on the spot so that you don't think about the question when I answer. I'm sorry, when I ask you. Now, the question I want to ask you is the gift that I gave others during the last colloquium. Did you have access to it?
Okay, sir.
Did you have access to the gift? Did you receive the gift from Dr. Akere? I can't hear you again. Oh my.
I didn't receive the book because I was not at the colloquium.
Oh, unfortunate. So okay, it was not at like you were not at the colloquium. Wow, you really missed something because okay, who was at the colloquium? Because see, the reason why I okay, Tasio Amino, you are at the colloquium. You raised up your hand on your mic, Tasio Amino. I'm not sure that you can mute your mic. It is unfortunate that you did not attend that colloquium. But it's fine. I know
Okay,
that
sir.
maybe you are busy with press activities. But Tasio Amino, did you attend the colloquium?
Yes, sir, I do. I
Did you
attended the
receive the gift?
colloquium. Yes, I do. I received it.
Did you read that book?
I read it repeatedly.
You read it from the beginning to the end.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Very sure, sir. I'm even reading it for the second, I think second or third time.
You are you are one of the rarest person that I have met of this on the surface of the heart. Because I see the truth of the matter is that people are not serious. That is very true. You give them something, they just like I don't have the time. You understand? To see all of that. You provide information for people, they don't take any advantage of it and all of that. But it is very actual. Like I am surprised that I saw someone that I've actually read it, and that is good. Maybe that will encourage me to have a gift this time around. I don't know if I have or if I don't have, but there is something now. There is something You see, this colloquium is quite sometimes like quite emotional for me. Number one, I am not in the. I think I I owe everything to God and to the support of people around me. But then this colloquium means a lot. Number one, the demise of Professor Yusuf Said, you understand, and we actually want to immortalize that. I don't know what should we do. Oh my goodness. So what should we do? I think we actually need to do something. Something will actually be done, on that day. We have prepared that already. Meant to be, but I think Rashid Akiri actually has a good question. Okay, can we do this? What is the sorry? What is the range of school fees now? Right. Let's. I don't know. Sao and what do you call it? And Scholar Bulgani, please contribute to this. I need to. What is the average fee, of a student? And number one, I am thinking of two things. Actually, one, but two now. Um, there should be an award to immortalize the memory of Professor Yusuf Saidu, and I hope we are able to. Like we have the capacity, to continue to do that going forward, and I will call that. I don't know. What can we do? Should we make it like an open? Okay, let me say this. Number one, on behalf of my family, they are ready, to contribute to the colloquium or to the members. Even though the convener is not even aware of this, but we have actually been planning it before. It would have been announced, but then, but there is, a face to go about this. And but before I even say some of them, let me have the pursuit of Sao and Abdul. What do you think, the two of you? Like, I'm looking at what should we take the average school fee of an average Danfordite, a returning student, what should we peg it to, considering any course that anybody might be studying, and maybe how we can help, that person through this. Number one, immortalizing the memory of Prof. Yusuf Said. Number two, my family also has, an award, I don't know if that is an award, but that will be something like, okay, it is actually tagged the late Sherifat Adeyemi Prize for Development. I repeat, the late Sherifat Adeyemi Prize for Development, and it goes for a flat rate of 100,000 naira. You understand? Whoever the winner will be, the next will decide it. And that's why I need your input. And I am also looking forward. So the 100,000 naira will be used, to cater for the school fees for the next academic year, most likely. Or what do you think we should do? You understand? We work as team, and this is an open book, open check, for all of us. Sorry, I actually have an event to attend right now, but then I am here for holding you. So yeah, go ahead, Carol. And I just want to, okay, let me know your opinion.
All right. Good evening, everyone, once again. And even though this should have come unannounced, but it seems Rashid Akiri have already uh, job scholar me to say something. And anyway, what I think that there's no, it's like you have something to do right now. So maybe the former convener, scholar and myself and you and the current convener, maybe we can have a meeting later to at least maybe to talk more on this and then reach out to the members later. So in order to save time. But I've seen a lot of sense in on what we are trying to discuss now, because this year colloquium too, even though I plan to do one or two things, but let us see how it goes, Sha. Let us see how it goes.
It's fine.
And then definitely we are going to, it's going to be somewhat emotional because of a lot of things.
Mm.
Our prof that just late now. So let us have a meeting later.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Scholar beginning, are you there, please? Can you confirm your availability, please,
Yeah.
later?
Yes, yes, I'm with you. I'm with you, sir. I'm with you, sir.
All right, all right, all right.
Okay, that's
You
Please,
can
fine.
go ahead.
I want to say something
Mm-hmm.
before I continue. Please, our main facilitator is still on call,
Oh
and
my goodness.
I
I, like, does he have anything to do again? I thought you are done with the.
I saw him just now, and I just want to bring it to your attention.
but, but okay, maybe he's interested. Like, does he have any role to do again after delivering
No, but I think he has left. I think he has left. Yes.
his? Okay, okay. Abdul Ghani Tawhid, I saw you raise your hand. Thank you, Abdul Basit, for that convener.
Good evening, Scholar.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your time. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually want to ask. I know there may be a kind of provision for that, but I just want to be sure about it. I don't know if there is any plan for maybe first, anything like first for the executive or for the volunteer to just distinguish the members of the USF from the other guests we are going to have on that day.
Do you mean vest that somebody can wear?
Exactly, maybe first or cap. That will just
Like,
make the.
do you have a package to contribute to that? Or when
I'm just
what I
asking.
know, when the convener can actually answer that question,
Okay.
convener, please answer the question.
All right. Thank you, Scholar Begeni Tawhid, for that comment. But we also have to look at the situation. Except he wants to contribute.
Please answer his
Looking at
question.
the
Don't give reason. Like,
all right.
answer the
Looking
question.
at all right, I'm providing an answer. Looking at the economic situation, and
This man
buying
is
a
too
vest
sarcastic.
costs money,
Do you have
and
vest or not?
no vest. But
Simple.
the volunteers we have a tag. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think he actually Scholar Bigani Tawhid actually has please I see that you raise up your hand again. You like, do you have other contributions to that, or is that your question?
Sorry, that was mistake.
Okay, but even like, just on your mic, like, do you have any idea or suggestion? Bring it. Like, say your mind. Is it not just like, is it just that you have the question to ask, or you actually maybe you are willing to contribute to that and something, and maybe
Yeah,
you can get the vest for the volunteers and all of that.
yeah, I was actually thinking that there should be a provision for that. Because
Oh,
I actually
is it
attended
that
one.
wait, is it that people will pay for it, or it will just come from somewhere?
It can be both. People can pay for it, or we can have a volunteer.
I don't get it. Volunteer to do.
So I'm just thinking that for the executive on that day, there should be a kind of sign that will distinguish the executive from the other guests. And
See,
that also, sorry sir, and that also will add a lot of publicity to USF at large. because after that, people still will be using it outside. Even though we are standard already, we still need to make more awareness to people that are not aware of this kind of great opportunity in our community.
I agree with you. No doubt. I certainly agree with you. The convener can tell you some backstories to the answer that to the question that you've asked. It has been discussed at length with all options, but we want to make this colloquium a top-notch colloquium. You understand? And again, in USF, with all humility, with all humility, and without sounding ignorant, we don't try to disparage this. The social status box of each and everyone is equal to us. Whether you are the convener, you are social media officer 2, 1, you are all equal. Whether you are a floor member, you are a convener or co-convener, you are all equal. You understand? And if the executive board members are wearing clothes on that day, and all other members are not wearing, it may connote something. But then we can do great things. If we want to do it, we can do it. That is me. If I believe that, okay, is this thing necessary? I agree with you. Yeah, it will add color to the paper, but everything we talk about, my respected brother, has to be done on a regulated basis, isn't it? And it speaks, to whatever all of you, see, USF is an open book, an open box. Whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever contribution you bring to the table, it is what is driving, the organization. It's like not a personal entity, you understand. But then we have to be realistic in our choice and our ideas and all of that. So, talking pragmatically, we actually, the way you said, the convener actually did his job. He met some vendors and all of that, and we are getting quotes for what do you call it, a vest. And also in USF we are not pompous, we are not too rich, and I believe we are never going to be too poor as well. So we try to mainstream it and consider each and every one. Number one, we try to say that, okay, I think the convener will be the best person to answer this, but I'm just doing it on his behalf. You understand? It is not my job or my responsibility to do that. If you say that, okay, let everybody wear colloquium vest and all of that. When we asked, Abdul Basit can bear me witness, he was actually the one that even did the price survey and all of that. Maybe alongside with his team, they did all of that together. And they said, like, they come to the table and say that, okay, a vest, there's somebody that said that good vest with the design and everything will cost 6,000 naira. There's another team that said that, okay, another vest, maybe of medium quality, will cost 4,500 naira. We cannot go for fake or low quality. We can never do that. You understand? So we don't say that, okay, if we are to add that to individual budget for an external person that is attending USF, you understand, how much were they asked to pay? Now, 5,000 naira, due to the economy and because of the type of experience that we want for those people. Secondly, if you say that, okay, don't buy, what do you call it? Okay, 5,000 naira without the vest already. There's 5,000 naira registration fee as a non-USF member to participate in the colloquium. Fine. You now add vest bill to it. That's around 11,000 naira, and we think that the economy is already a container economy, as reiterated by the president. You understand? So, in order for us not to have economic meltdown, you understand? Even the convener, he also, says some things, but I told them that, well, that is that about that. Secondly, for USF members, the colloquium registration, I think, is about 3,500 naira, isn't it? Yeah, and 5,000 naira for non-members. For USF members that are not empowered fellows, what do you call it? 3,500 naira. Add 4,500 to that. How much is that? 8,000 naira. If it is 6,000 naira for good quality, 10,000 naira. What I would, why we don't want to, hit ourselves too much on the bone. You understand? What we actually recommend, and I think it's like it will be communicated to you because of the ambience of the environment and the type of initiative we communicate in USA. First, to me, it does not speak official. So dress officially on that. They look at how the convener dress on this. It is a suit, not coat. You understand, with good tie. Do like a flanger boy and all of that. Look at Abroshid Akere, good looking and all. Yeah. So dress like that. Dress professionally. That is why we actually don't. And if you look at it, you will know that executive board members, most of the time in USA, they usually dress the same way. If you have observed maybe this is your first colloquium that you'll attend, I don't know. But if you have observed previous colloquium, you will observe that executive board members, everybody dress the same way. You understand? And most of them is either black and white or blue and white, depending on what the team, decides. So that is it. It's as simple as that. We understand the malady of the economy in the country already, and we do not want to, dig too fast. You understand? Putting people into financial consideration is also an essential part of leadership, and I think the executive board is doing great, you understand, in that direction and regard. So please bear with them. But if Abdul Ghani, you have Tawhid, are you an empowered fellow? That is my question to you. Are you an empowered fellow? If you are one, I think you should. Are you okay? Answer my question before I say what I want to say. Is he an empowered fellow convener?
No, sir.
Oh, you will work alone on that day, sorry. But you can actually attend the colloquium. Sorry, you may likely work alone that day. But so you see, do good to attend USF event. You understand? When opportunities come, it is evenly distributed and all of that. So but I think the convener will be, you will have good experience. Don't worry. If it is about shirt or vest that you are clamoring for, maybe sometimes some people may not pay for something I would could get something. If equivalent of the rest. I don't know. But I know that the convener is actually a chef. Are you cooking something?
Of course, we are cooking a lot.
So have a wonderful experience, everyone. Thank you. The co-convener, are you also cooking alongside with your convener?
No,
Yes, so
she's
we are
frying.
cooking a lot.
Is there Maggie and salt and is it curry? Okay. I wish
We
you
are
guys
cooking
will.
a lot.
All right.
Thank you.
All the best. Yeah. All the best, everybody. Thank you. You can go ahead. I think that's all. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for the pioneer convener. And as you have heard, pioneer convener, well, he's no longer in the country, and you all know he benefited from being an academically excellent student during his days at Udus. So moving from that, regarding the colloquium, there has been questions despite the publicity being shared, the correspondence being shared by the publicity secretary. I just want to clarify to you all that the empowered fellows whom we sent forms, Google Forms, their respective email addresses, and they filled the form, will not have to pay a dime for the colloquium. Their colloquium fee and every other benefit therein has been catered for. So all you just have to do on that day is to come to the colloquium as early as possible, because once it is 9 a.m., once the colloquium starts, the door will be closed, and if you're outside, I'm sorry to say you will not be allowed in. So as for
Let me add
scholars
this
who,
quickly. No, sorry, I'm sorry, convener. Sorry to. Let me re-emphasize this, please. Dress well, dress corporately. You understand? As if you are going for an dress very well. Don't wear slippers. I beg. Don't wear slippers. All right. Bye bye. See you.
Okay, regarding the dressing, because we'll be having photographs, and you wouldn't want yourself to be photographed wearing, dressing maybe indecent or being the person that has been, how can I describe this feeling? Being the odd person in the photograph, you wouldn't like it. So dress corporate because everyone will be dressing corporate. So don't let yourself be the odd person on that day. Then please ensure to come to the colloquium as early as possible. Then regarding scholars who registered as well, scholars who registered for the colloquium as will also benefit from everything, the souvenirs and everything that will be shared during the colloquium. While scholars who did not register, you will be allowed to attend the colloquium because the colloquium is not just an annual event. And the reason why we are making it open for the first time, because this is the third colloquium, however, it's the first colloquium that will be open to the public. The reason the colloquium is a bit open to the public is because we believe that the benefits of academic excellence, what yourself strives for, what yourself, embodies, what yourself promotes, should not just be, what's it called? Should just be within the circle of its members. It should benefit the wider university community and even those who are not from the university. So if you have your friend whom you want or whom you feel will benefit from the keynote speeches and the webinars, because we'll be having two webinar sessions on that day. We'll be having a webinar session on US graduate scholarship, and also we'll be having another webinar session as well. Then we have various keynote speeches too. So if you have a friend whom you feel will benefit greatly from the event, please invite them over. Tell them to dress corporate as you will as well. Invite them, tell them to come early as possible. So as you are entering that day, you get seated, you be assigned to your
Yeah,
various seats.
I'm sorry, just let me add to that. 10 to tell 10, okay, for the 10 to tell what 10. Your friends in your hostel, in your department, in your state associations, and all of that. Bring them, let them come and see this sheep that are started in hoodoos. You people, you are made for greatness, okay? And so many brilliant things, you understand, await you. Don't be stingy with the information that you get from USF. It is free. Let other people also benefit from it for free, the way you do, okay? That's all. You can go ahead, convener. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, all right. Thanks for adding that, sir. So, as the pioneer convener emphasized on it, please invite your friends, your families, your colleagues. Invite them over to the colloquium. Let them benefit from USF, even if it's just for a day, because a day, what's it called? A day can change everyone's life. So, please invite them over. Then, I think I will leave the floor for the co-convener if maybe she has one or two things to add. Then the co-convener, please, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Davina, for the information passed. Yes, I want to add something about the punctuality on that day. Because even though we are going to have outsiders, we are going to have non-members come, while you are telling them to come, emphasize the fact that they need to come on time. We don't do African time. We stick to time strictly on that day. So we won't be waiting for people. Once the door is closed, the door is closed. There's no room for allowing people moving up and down for the colloquium. So whoever you're going to tell, you're still supposed to emphasize that punctuality. Like, you should say it to their ears so that if at all they want to come and they want to enter, they want to gain access to the event, they have to come on time. Then I think the convener is missing out one part that
Yes,
even
I will want
though
to add some things more. So,
okay, you have
all right. If you know a friend or you yourself, you haven't paid your colloquium fee and you wish to attend, after the registration closes on Monday, yes, another form will be sent out for those who didn't register officially but also wants to attend the colloquium. A QR code will be sent as well as the registration form for easiness. You can actually scan and you register your details for easy identification because you want to know the amount of people that will be coming, the amount of people that will be coming in on that day, and also for easy identification in the sense that some of you might have some friends who come and disgrace you on that day. Apologies for using the word disgrace, but if you know you have some friends who might misbehave, please just tell them to stay on their own. We do not want. We are inviting people who are excellently minded and good mannered. Don't come and invite. All right, I can see a lot of people are laughing in the background. So that's just it is what it is, please. A registration form will be sent out. They should register. So once they come in on that day, before they gain entry into the hall, their registration will be verified. If they actually registered, then they will be allowed in. The empowered members and those that register and scholars who registered and every other person who registered for the colloquium will will have their seats separate from those who registered and are not part of what's it called, who didn't register officially. Like once this form closes, everyone who have registered will have a special seat where the real deal will happen. While some of you who have not registered, well, we wish you best of luck. Thank you. My Pioneer Camilla, you have the floor. Sorry, my co-governor, you have the floor.
Yes, I was about mentioning the fact that even though we said it is open, it will still be based on registration. You can't just come and walk in just like that. We don't do things that way. So it will still be based on registration, just as the convener has said. The Google form will be released for people who are interested in attending. So they are going to still apply. It's just that they will not need to pay. So it is still a registered event. Like it will be based on the registration. So I think for now, maybe I should leave room for others who have any other thing to say. Thank you.
Okay, I think someone raised her hand, Veronica Kwadu, if I pronounce your name correctly. Please unmute yourself if you have a question. Hi, Veronica, can you hear me? I can see your
Hello,
hand raised.
good evening, scholars.
Yes, good evening.
So I have a question about the day of the event. So the co-convener mentioned that we shouldn't be late, but then it's 9 a.m. and I have church to attend that day.
All right, Veronica, thanks for that. Although we would have loved to make the colloquium, and we have loved to
You
attend.
the convener, sorry. I think the general standard for that is that if there is, like Veronica's case is very pertinent, and if there are anybody like her, what they do is that you discuss with the convener, and when you come, you will be allowed entry. You understand? If you have any urgent thing, you understand, and maybe church service or health, but don't go and lie that you want to go to the clinic and you are not going to clinic, and that's why you are late. Oh. Give your reasons beforehand. 48 hours to the colloquium, you understand, and you will be glad, and tell them the time that you will come back. If you did not come back at the exact time that you stayed, because colloquium is not just that, okay, because I want to attend and all of that. You understand? It's not for attendance marking sake. You understand? It is for knowledge session and knowledge sharing and for beneficial purpose. Okay. So, and we want to ensure that the participants actually maximize the time, because it's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you cannot joke or play with this. So if you have any commitment, or if you will take a break or anything, discuss it 72 hours ahead. You understand? Reach out to the organizers, reach out to the convener, and they will note your name and everything. They will note it down, and the appropriate time you are built to go or return. Thank you. Does that
All right. In addendum to what the Pioneer Convener said, let me just make this clear, because we initially wanted to host this colloquium on Saturday, but we have to reconsider because using this for an example, on Saturday there used to be academic exercises. Some people might have tests, lectures, and we don't want you, as a forum that promotes academic excellence, we don't want to deny you, the opportunity to attend a colloquium because you have tests or lectures. So Sunday is the only day, and we also have to do it on Sunday. However, there are provisions for those who will attend church services on Sunday. Please reach out to the organizing secretary or the general secretary or the organizing secretary. You reach out to them, then we will note down your details. So when you come and you tell us who you are, then we can actually confirm, then let you in. I think that clears the air. Thank you. So, do you have any other question?
Abdul Fatah Hassan Ahang.
All right, Abdul Fatah Hassan.
My question is that those of us that are under the Empowered project, do we still need to fill another form, or the form that we filled before has sufficed for?
All right, thanks for the question. You are not required to fill any other form. You have registered for the curriculum. That's all. Oh, is that clear, Ma? All right, thanks.
Also, Suleiman is raising his hand. You can unmute your mic.
Okay, thank you. As the convener was making the announcement regarding the empowered member the other time, I had network issue. Until after the announcement had been made to me, that's when I was able to hear the information and the points of the meeting. Please, can you help me to make clarification regarding that, sir, please?
Let me state it again. Empowered fellows whom we've sent, because there are 100 empowered fellows, and we sent out an evaluation form for them to fill. 73 scholars actually filled the form, and the other 27, I don't know why, the General Secretary reached out to them personally through phone calls and WhatsApp text, and they didn't fill the form till deadline elapsed. So the 73 scholars who filled the form will be able to attend the colloquium free of charge. They should consider the form as their payment for the colloquium, their colloquium fee payment. I hope that clears the air. So in case you didn't fill the form, even if you received the form does not mean your colloquium fee has been catered for. If you didn't fill it, just forget it. All right, the time range for the colloquium is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 9 a.m. we start with webinars. Then we have series of events consecutively up to 5 p.m. But in between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., we have breaks. We have about 2 to 3 breaks. Yeah, we have 2 breaks. So during time for prayer, we have made provision here for prayers during that session. So you can actually go and pray during that period, those periods. So I think that's clear here, Scholar Lukman. So any other question? All right, I think
I
all
am
questions.
Abdul. You
Okay, my name
can
is
please.
Absalam.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Actually, what happened was I filled up the form they sent to my email. Then after filling it, so when I saw the registration link, I was very thrilled. So I was very excited. I just went and click and register and pay for the colloquium. So I was thinking if my money could be refunded, sir.
I have a question. The what's it called? The correspondence sent to the group by the public secretary. Did you read through? Did you read through it thoroughly or not?
Yes, sir. I read it, but I skipped that part that said the empowered members should not were exempted from filling the form. So I just went and clicked on the link.
Well, please do not make that mistake again. Your money will be refunded, but we would want the registration to close officially. So please take note next time. You read whenever you want to fill a form. Please read through. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So do you have
Hello.
any other question?
This is important. I think each and everyone should learn from Mariam's case. You understand? You are not only scholars for scholars' sake. You understand? You are scholar for a reason. You know. I think there's a slang you people use in Nigeria, say something for a reason. You know. So please and please, you are reading your books and you are reading it very well. When they send correspondence and anything, read it to the letter. These are some of the minor things that you will see in applications going forward in your life, and that may be very costly. You understand? I am very confident that that money will be returned immediately. The application fee is, session is closed. So the trust